We are Two Guys Playing Zelda, and you can follow us on Twitter at Two Guys Play Zelda or email us at twoguysPlayingZelda@gmail.com.
This is part 2 of Ganon's Castle, and in this part we're just going to continue working our way through the 6
areas
to
different
bring down this
temples
barrier.
or whatever, huh?
Yep.
And I have no clue what order I went in, but I'm pretty sure, I went to the water early to get out of the way.
Yeah, and honestly, once you get the golden mitts or golden glove,
gauntlets.
Gauntlets, thank you. Mitts, gloves, like a baseball player. Once you get the golden gauntlets, it doesn't really matter what order you do them in.
No, it doesn't.
You just wanted to get that one knocked out first, which we did.
Uh-huh.
I think after that we kind of just work our way.
Clockwise. Counterclockwise, actually.
Yeah, I can agree with you wanting to knock this one out first.
I had no idea where we were going, to be honest with you.
This one, we kind of mentioned in part 1, I despise this little bit of this little section.
I don't mind it that much, but do you think it would have been better with water? Just
probably not.
I guess the other, I feel like all the other areas are really encompassed. Well, I guess the forest one actually had wind, so I guess that actually no. So I guess that was kind of different.
I didn't like. Obviously we didn't like the water temple, but I hated the ice cavern too. I just thought it was kind of boring. It was different having ice for one of the first times in this game.
And any Zelda game, I think.
We had the ice palace.
How did I forget about that?
Yeah.
No way. I'm trying to forget about that.
we tried to block that one out. But, this one is very similar to the ice palace in that we have to move these blocks around to get them in the right position to advance onward.
I just didn't like how I had the same puzzle that we already kind of went through.
I know.
There was something different in there. I know that there's a lot of things similar to the temples we've gone through, but just
something different.
Yeah, although that was kind of confusing right there the first time.
To get it to fall and
I don't know how many times I pushed that block different ways, and I was like, oh, you got to put in this little hole right here.
Because normally you think if you push it in there, it's going to disappear entirely.
Exactly, yes.
So I know I did that a few times.
Yes. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's at least my thought process on it is.
When thought, can you look down in there, and is there a bottom pit there?
I'd say there has to be a bottom.
Yeah.
But I've never tried looking down in there, though.
Dude, Zelda logic, you never know what's down there.
And sometimes you're afraid to get too close.
It's a whole new hidden dungeon or something.
God, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's the other water temple.
Yeah.
Ask and you shall receive.
You fall through that hole, and you gotta go through the water temple again to get through Ganon's castle.
You gotta get the water level all the way back to the top.
That's when you just drop the controller and walk away.
I will never beat this game. Duh.
That would be so harsh.
Oh, that would just be such a kick right in the teeth.
And then since you fall, it's upside down or something, and so everything's reversed.
Oh, you're making up the stuff of nightmares.
I know.
You need to stop. Oh, at least that ice palace water temple chunk right there is pretty short. It is basically just the puzzle room.
Yeah, we had the first room, but all you gotta do is get that blue fire or whatever it is.
Fire.
So yeah, not too hard.
Not a lot to it, but it does kind of suck that they repeat the same puzzle, like you said. So.
I really didn't like this until we got to the tower part.
Yes.
These dungeon parts, they obviously weren't very hard, but just kind of felt hey, just get out of my way. I just want to get going.
I just want to go kill Ganon.
I want to go to that cool tower part in the middle.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go.
Yeah. It's a neat little area, and it's kind of fun to revisit the dungeons to parts, these little themes of the dungeons. But yeah, it's at this point, you're when you enter Ganon's castle, you're okay, I'm gonna go fight Ganon.
Let's go, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to fight this punk. I don't want to go through these dungeons again.
Oh, then you get to Ganon, and that's a long fight.
Yeah, long 2 fights.
Yeah,
the first fight wasn't that long. Well, if you've not played Ocarina of Time by now, there's no spoilers in Ocarina of Time anymore.
No, definitely not. And I will say, this was a neat trick you do here that I didn't realize you could do.
I didn't either until this time.
About wearing the hover boots. Normally, if you wear your regular boots, this whole platform sinks.
Yeah,
But if you wear your hover boots, it doesn't.
Yeah, that whole thing, which is obviously, I don't know if you remember, but at the end here, you got to use your hook shot to go to the other side, and when that thing is sinking, it's full panic mode, man. Yeah. I got to shoot, and
it's not an easy shot.
So many times.
It's not an easy shot when you're sinking.
Yeah, but then, when I found out this time, I was like, oh, man, this is so much easier.
And it's so cool that they thought of this, Nintendo thought to do this. It's hey.
I think it's wrong.
It's a programming error.
Yeah, we're going to throw in this little hover boots trick right here that we're not going to tell anybody about.
Yeah. And here's where we mentioned back in part 1 that to get through the fire temple part, you do have to have those gold gauntlets to lift up this huge stone.
Well, I don't know how you did this, but the first time I got here, I went in the order of the dungeons.
Oh,
And I thought that was obviously the order you were supposed to go in. So, and then when I got here, I was like, what?
Where's the 5th golden ruby?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
silver ruby?
I don't have a bomb this big.
That's a very good thing. I mean, you would think just common sense. Let's do it in the same order that we
Yeah.
that we did the.
I need that bomb from Link to the Past.
Oh,
That you get like right before the final, close to the end of the game.
Yes.
That would have worked right there.
Or one of the massive bomb flowers from Link Between Worlds.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Either one. But yeah, if you do these in order, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Well, what makes me mad is I've died so many times from that sinking platform.
Yeah.
And I get to this big old rock, and I'm like,
Man, talk about demoralizing when that
yeah,
happens.
because the hammer doesn't do anything against that beast.
No, it doesn't. Well, that is pretty cool too, though. Like the hover boots let you just run right across the gaps. You don't even really have to worry about staying on the path that much.
Although that rock at the end, like where you're going, you can fall off that.
Yeah, where you switch boots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
that one
lesson
you
there.
can miss. Lesson learned.
Yes.
Lesson learned. But that is a neat little trick, and like you said, whether it's right or wrong, it's pretty cool that that's in there.
Yeah. I like it. Nice. It makes it a little bit easier if you know it.
Yep. I think we've only got 2 more to go, Light and Spirit.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
I'm honestly not being counting.
Well, I know we've done Fire, Forest, Shadow, and Water.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, that's 2. That's what I said.
Yep.
2 more to go.
We're getting there. It is kind of cool having a light section because there was no light temple.
Yeah, I did like that, and that's one thing I wish they actually would have done. But
I know.
We've never had a light temple in any game.
We really haven't. haven't. And I do think it was a little weird that as soon as you got to the Temple of Time, you met Rory.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to go to a dungeon to get the first sage.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's only so many dungeons you can put in the game.
There's only, a light temple would have been pretty awesome, but then I'll go ahead and wrap up part 2 of Ganon's Castle.